I'm disgusted by the things I did to you, not because you deserved it, but because I lost a part of myself I never want to find again. I'm disgusted by the things I did to you. Each mistake echoes in my mind, like a storm, reminding me how deeply I hurt the one I loved most. I'm disgusted by the things I did to you. And the silence that followed was louder than any apology I could ever say. I am disgusted by the things I did to you, because no excuse can justify the pain I caused to someone who trusted me unconditionally. I'm disgusted by the things I did to you. How would I have been so blind to the damage I was inflicting on the one who gave me their heart? I am disgusted by the things I did to you, and if I could rewind time, I would erase every moment I made you feel less than you truly are. The weight of my actions still crushes me, but the hope of healing remains in the courage to face my faults honestly. Sometimes, the hardest person to forgive is ourselves, because we see the wounds we caused through clearer eyes than anyone else. Every regret is a lesson carved into the soul, teaching me to be better, even if I can never undo what was broken. I used to think time could heal everything, but some things demand more, like the bravery to own your mistakes and change for real. I'm disgusted, not just by what I did, but by how long I denied the pain it caused you, hiding behind my own selfishness. I carried the weight of my mistakes in silence, hoping you'd forget, but now I realize true healing begins with truth, no matter how painful. The hardest truth I face is that my actions shattered the trust we built, and rebuilding it might never be possible. I'm disgusted by the choices I made, but I'm learning that acknowledging that darkness is the first step toward light. Sometimes, the deepest pain teaches us the most profound compassion, not only for others, but for ourselves. Could show you the remorse I feel every day, but words often fail when the damage is so deep. Regret is a heavy companion, but it can also be a guide, pointing us away from repeating the past and toward a better future. I'm disgusted by what I did to you, yet I hope my growth can be a small light for both of us to heal separately, if not together. The things I did haunt me, but I refuse to let them define who I am or who I want to become. I failed you in ways that words cannot fix, but my silence would have been worse than any apology. Sometimes, the hardest love is the love you owe yourself, to stop hurting and start healing. I'm disgusted by my past, but I'm trying to honor your pain by becoming the person I should have been. Hurt inflicted in love cuts deeper than any blade, and carrying that pain teaches us the cost of our choices. I'm disgusted by the person I was, but hopeful for the person I'm trying to be, for both your sake and mine. Regret without change is just sorrow. Real remorse is the courage to act differently, no matter how late. I hurt you when I should have protected you. That truth haunts me, but I will carry it until I learn from it. I'm disgusted by my mistakes, but I'm learning that forgiveness begins with honest reflection, even if it never comes from you. My mistakes are a mirror of my flaws, but also a roadmap for personal growth if I dare to follow it. The most painful lesson is realizing the hurt we cause is sometimes irreversible, but that doesn't mean we stop trying. I'm disgusted by the times I made you feel small when you deserve to be cherished and celebrated every single day. The scars we leave on each other tell stories of pain, but also the possibility of healing through truth. I'm disgusted by my selfishness, but grateful for the clarity it gave me to understand what love truly means. Every tear you shed for me is a reminder of my failure, but also a challenge to be better for myself and others. I am disgusted by the things I did, but I carry the hope that growth can arise from even the deepest regret. Sometimes, love is admitting we were wrong and bearing the weight of that truth without excuse. My past actions do not define my future, but I must face them honestly before I can change. I'm disgusted by the pain I caused you, but I want you to know that pain taught me what love should never be. It's a cruel irony to hurt the one who loved you most, and a humbling lesson to never forget that. I'm disgusted by what I did, but I'm trying to transform that shame into growth and respect. The hardest part of regret is knowing some wounds may never fully heal, but that doesn't mean we stop trying to mend them. I mean, disgusted by my past behavior, but grateful for the chance to reflect and become a better version of myself. I'm disgusted by the way I let my pride silence the apologies you deserved long ago. I hurt you with my actions, but even more with my silence. And that silence still haunts me. Sometimes the hardest person to face is the one staring back in the mirror knowing the pain you caused. I'm disgusted by the way I failed to hold your heart gently when you entrusted it to me. My mistakes feel like chains, but I'm fighting every day to break free and become a better man. The regret I carry is not just for what I did, but for every moment I didn't stand by your side. I'm disgusted by the moments I prioritized my ego over your feelings, and I'm sorry you had to bear that. The wounds I inflicted on you are scars I will carry for life, reminding me to never repeat those mistakes. I am disgusted by how easily I took your love for granted, not realizing how rare and precious it truly was. My heart breaks not only for you, but for the person I became in those moments of weakness. I'm disgusted by the distance I created between us, a gap filled with my selfishness and neglect. I wish I could undo the moments that broke your trust, but all I can do now is prove I've changed. I carry the weight of my wrongs like a shadow, but I'm determined to step into the light of accountability. I'm disgusted by how my actions fractured what was once beautiful, but I believe in the power of growth. Sometimes, loving someone means admitting you were the cause of their pain and committing to do better. I am disgusted by my mistakes, but thankful for the clarity they gave me to value what truly matters. The deepest regret is knowing I was the reason your smile faded, and I hope one day you find it again. I'm disgusted by the hurt I caused, but I'm learning that remorse is not just feeling sorry. It's changing. The past can't be rewritten, but my future is mine to shape with honesty, respect, and love. I am disgusted by how I took your kindness for granted, not realizing how much strength it took you to love me. I know I hurt you deeply, and I carry that pain with me as a constant reminder to be better. I'm disgusted by the way I ignored your feelings, thinking I knew better, but now I see how wrong I was. The hardest truth is realizing I was the storm in your calm, and I'm sorry for the chaos I brought. I am disgusted by my past, but hopeful that owning my faults is the first step toward true redemption. Your forgiveness isn't something I deserve, but I hope my actions can earn it in time. I'm disgusted by how I let fear and insecurity damage the love we had, but I'm ready to confront those demons. I hurt you in ways I never imagined, and now I carry the burden of that pain every single day. I'm disgusted by the selfish choices I made, but I'm learning to choose love over ego moving forward. I wish I could go back and protect your heart instead of breaking it, but all I can do is adjusted by how I treated the one person who deserved my utmost care and respect. The pain I caused you is a reflection of my own brokenness, but I refuse to let it define me. I'm disgusted by the moments I let anger speak louder than love, and I'm sorry for the damage done. Regret is heavy, but it fuels my commitment to be better, to love better, and to heal what I broke. I'm disgusted by how I failed to appreciate you when I had the chance, and I hope you find peace without me. The hardest part of regret is knowing some wounds take longer to heal, but healing is still possible. I'm disgusted by my past actions, but grateful for the lessons they taught me about love and respect. My apologies can't erase the past, but I hope they open the door to understanding and growth. I'm disgusted by the way I treated you, but I'm determined to become someone worthy of love and trust. I hurt you when you deserved only kindness, and that truth will stay with me forever. I'm disgusted by the selfish choices that made you question my love, and I'm sorry you had to. Sometimes, the deepest wounds come from the ones who promised to never hurt us. I'm disgusted by my inability to see your worth when it mattered most. I'm learning that true love means facing your mistakes without excuse and growing from them. I'm disgusted by the ways I broke your heart, but I'm hopeful that healing is still within reach. Every tear you shed was a lesson I ignored too long, but I'm listening now. I am disgusted by my past, but I carry hope for a future filled with better choices. Love isn't perfect, but it demands honesty, respect, and courage, qualities I failed to uphold. I'm disgusted by the pain I caused, but I'm committed to learning how to love better. I'm disgusted by how I let my fear of vulnerability push you away when you deserved all my honesty. The pain I caused you will always be a reminder that love without respect is nothing at all. I'm disgusted by my silence when you needed my voice the most, and I'm sorry for that failure. I regret the times I chose anger over understanding, breaking the bond we once held so dear. I'm disgusted by the way I let my selfishness cloud the love I swore to protect. The hardest part isn't the regret. It's knowing I caused you to question your worth because of me. I'm disgusted by how I made you feel invisible when all you ever wanted was to be seen and loved. My mistakes were loud, but my apologies feel so small compared to the hurt I caused you. I'm disgusted by the moments I failed to cherish you, but I'm learning to honor love differently now. Sometimes, the deepest regret is realizing the one you hurt the most was the one who loved you unconditionally. I'm disgusted by how I let my pride win over humility, and in doing so, lost your trust. My heart aches for the times I was a stranger to your pain instead of your refuge. I'm disgusted by the way I dismissed your feelings, forgetting that love requires patience and care. The damage I caused can't be undone, but I hope my growth can bring some peace to the past. I'm disgusted by how I took you for granted, not realizing until too late how rare and beautiful you were. Every regret is a lesson etched into my soul, urging me to be better than I was before. I'm disgusted by the times I chose convenience over commitment, breaking promises I made to your heart. The wounds I left behind are proof of my failures, but they also push me to heal and grow. I'm disgusted by the way I hurt you with my words when love should have been spoken softly. My remorse runs deep, but I hope it's the beginning of a journey toward redemption and change. I'm disgusted by how I ignored your needs, blinded by my own selfish desires. Sometimes, regret is the only companion when you realize you are the cause of the pain you once denied. I'm disgusted by how I failed to protect your heart, the most precious thing you gave me. My actions betrayed the love I claimed to feel, and that betrayal haunts me every day. I'm disgusted by my inability to listen, to truly hear your pain before it was too late. The hardest part of loving you was realizing how much I was hurting you without seeing it. I'm disgusted by how I let anger overshadow kindness, creating walls where there should have been bridges. My regrets are heavy, but they carry the hope that I can learn from my mistakes. I'm disgusted by how I took your forgiveness for granted, not realizing its true value. The pain I caused was never deserved, and I'm sorry for being the source of your sorrow. I'm disgusted by the times I chose silence over honesty, letting misunderstandings grow like weeds. My past mistakes serve as a painful reminder that love requires constant care and attention. I'm disgusted by how I made you question my love when it should have been your certainty. The hardest lesson I learned was that love isn't enough without respect and understanding. I'm disgusted by how I broke your trust, the foundation of everything we built. My remorse is sincere, and I hope it's the first step toward healing the wounds I caused. I'm disgusted by the times I failed to see your beauty beyond the surface. I'm disgusted by the selfish choices I made, but I'm committed to growing beyond them. My heart breaks knowing I was the one who hurt you, the one who should have protected you. I'm disgusted by how I let my insecurities hurt the one who gave me their all. The pain I caused wasn't deserved. And I'm sorry for every tear I brought to your eyes. I'm disgusted by the times I failed to appreciate your patience and kindness. My mistakes are lessons written in regret, teaching me to love with more wisdom and care. I'm disgusted by how I let anger rule where love should have led. The hardest part is knowing I lost something beautiful because I didn't protect it. I'm disgusted by my failure to cherish you when I had the chance. My remorse runs deep, but it fuels my commitment to be better in every way. I'm disgusted by how I let pride blind me to the love right in front of me. The pain. I'm disgusted by the moments I failed to show you the respect you deserve. My regret is real, and it pushes me to grow beyond my past mistakes. I'm disgusted by how I took your love for granted, forgetting its true value. The wounds I left behind teach me the true cost of selfishness. I'm disgusted by my past, but hopeful for a future where I can love better.